Where's Mare? Oh, there. Mare!
Here all day.
He's coming to see you.
He must be so hot. Look at his hand. Over there, you can see him. I heard him, but here, wait, come on. He has a lot of
Look at his butt.
And she looks like she's wearing socks and sneakers. That is one of our Nilgai antelope. That's a female you see over there. Nilgai is a Hindi word meaning blue bull, referring to the coloration of a mature male's fur, which turns a bluish or grayish coloration as he matures. Keep an eye out for the male, you might see him. And then as we're passing through this area, you might also be wondering why a lot of the trees are wrapped in wire. It's just to protect the trees from the animals and to make sure nobody uses their antlers, horns, or hoofs to scrape too much bark away from a tree. Alright, now as we pass by the rocky ridge, you're actually going to see our male Nilgai antelope. Again, with the socks and sneakers, look around the hoofs. And then, oh, you got a very special tree coming up. Here come our hog deer. We even have a couple of little babies over here, right near the fallen log. Hog deer get their name because they are short, stout, and heavy, like a hog or a pig. They also move around like a hog or a pig, just kind of creeping about and ducking under things instead of jumping over things like many other deer species do. Alright, so once again, those are the hog deer. And then you're, excuse me, I just had to listen to the radio for a moment. But then as we're leaving the exhibit, look way toward the back. You'll see it's a very big dark brown deer back there. Those are the sambar deer, which are the largest deer species in Southeast Asia at 650 pounds and 5 feet tall. All right, so once again, the sambar deer. And then as we're coming through this exhibit, let's keep an eye out for our very tiny dark gray deer called China's tufted deer. Mind you, these deer can be difficult to spot. Even when they're right in front of you, it's easy to miss them, so just keep an eye out for them. Male tufted deer have very tiny antlers on top of the head and tusks out the sides of the mouth. There's one along the fence back there. And just like white-tailed deer here in the U.S., tufted deer use their white tails to signal each other when there's danger. These guys only weigh in at about 40 pounds. And just so you know, we do sometimes go for several days without seeing them, but there was one of them right along that back fence. So once again, China's tufted deer. However, the Bronx River will not be difficult to see, and that's because we are going to go 36 feet over it right now. So take in the lovely view, maybe pick up some air conditioning. Once again, this is the Bronx River. Oh, I actually see a snapping turtle down below, so keep an eye out for it. Now, even though the Bronx River is a city river, it's full of wildlife, such as turtles, ducks, migrating birds, and fish. And if you head up to the Mitsubishi Riverwalk near parking area B, you might catch a glimpse of 2 wild beavers up there, named Jose and Justin Beaver. So keep an eye out for them. Once again, Jose and Justin Beaver at the Mitsubishi Riverwalk. Actually, when Jose first came to the river a few years ago, he was the first beaver reported in the Bronx River in about 200 years. Okay, now as we come off the river, you're going to see that we have a rather rocky and mountainous exhibit, and this is home to some rock climbing animals called the Himalayan tahr. Now, it looked like most of the herd was behind that very big rock. However, I can see 2 of our females just sitting pretty up on that very big rock, so just keep an eye out for them. Once again, it's a ladies' day out, but they do have horns on top of the head that curve backward and inward, just so nobody gets hurt during headbutting battles during the mating season. You might be wondering how the tahr can run up and down those very steep rocky slopes. It's actually no trouble at all, and that's because these girls are born for rock climbing, with rubbery cores in their hooves that help them grip the rocks, kind of like the sole of a boot. Alright, so once again, those are the Himalayan tahr. And then last, but certainly not least, is another Himalayan mountain dweller, the red panda. Coming up is our handsome, adorable red panda, Walter. I can already see him, so start looking off to the right. You'll see a fluffy red animal sleeping in a tree as soon as you pass by a V-shaped tree. So here he comes. My car is passing him right now. I'm up front, but please do remain seated. All right, now the red panda was known in the Western world many years before the more famous black and white giant panda. We know now, however, that the 2 species are not closely related, but they do share the same specialized diet of bamboo, and panda is a Chinese word meaning bamboo eater. Now, as you can see, Walter looks absolutely nothing like a bear. He actually looks a lot more like the raccoons we have here in New York City, and there is a very good reason for that, and that's because red pandas are more closely related to skunks, raccoons, and weasels, hence the family resemblance to the raccoon. And that beautiful red fur is the reason why the red panda is called Hun Ho in Nepal. Hun Ho, roughly translated, means fire fox, so that's a pretty cool name for that fiery colored red fur. Alright, so once again, that is our handsome, adorable red panda Walter and the Himalayan tahr. If you would like to see a couple more Himalayan mountain animals, feel free to stop by the Himalayan Highlands exhibit. That's not too far away from the monorail, and that's where you can see snow leopards. Snow leopards are very rarely seen in the wild, so please visit them while you're here at the Bronx Zoo. Alright, but as we come around our next bend, our journey is unfortunately almost at an end. But before we finish, we have a very brief automated safety stop to make, and that is just to make sure we have it all cleared our final platform. When we stop, please do remain seated. We're not getting out just yet. But in the meantime, I'd like to take a moment to tell you a little bit more about the Wildlife Conservation Society, or WCS. The WCS manages 5 parks in New York City. Of course, you already know about the Bronx Zoo because you're here, but we also have the Prospect Park Zoo in Brooklyn, the Central Park Zoo in Manhattan, the Queens Zoo in Flushing Meadow Park, Queens, and the New York Aquarium in historic Coney Island, Brooklyn. All 5 of our parks are very different, so please visit all 5 of them if you can. In addition to that, the WCS works in around 50 countries at over 300 sites around the world. So we are worldwide saving wildlife and wild places. If you'd like, you can apply today's ticket purchase toward a WCS membership by stopping by the Zoo Center in Astor Court or any membership cart throughout the zoo. And as a member, you would receive free entry to all 5 of our parks for an entire year. You would also receive some passes for parking and Bronx Zoo and aquarium attractions, an exclusive members-only t-shirt, and much, much more. For more information about who we are and what we do, you can also check out our website, wcs.org or bronxzoo.com. Again, wcs.org or bronxzoo.com. But now as we go moving on up to our final platform, please remain in your seats until the train comes to a complete stop and the doors open. If you are sitting in the front of your car, there is a step up while exiting, and if you're in the back, a step down. Please do check around you and make sure you are not leaving anything behind, like your bags, your camera, your garbage, your children. Please do not forget the kids. And kids, please take the adults that you came with. Everybody, please, please, please stick together. It will be a very busy day here at the Bronx Zoo. All right, so after you leave the monorail today, you might want to check out Jungle World, which is right next door to the monorail platform. Also part of your Total Experience ticket. Total Experience also gets you into Congo, Children's Zoo, Butterfly Garden, Doran Diego's 4D Adventure, Bug Carousel, Zoo Shuttle, and Wild Asian Monorail. On behalf of the Wildlife Conservation Society, my name is Katie. Enjoy the rest of your day here at the Bronx Zoo, and please come back and visit us again soon. Take care, everybody. Have fun. Enjoy.